When it comes to a real estate transaction, the due diligence period is a time that is designed to give a buyer space to analyze an investment to ensure that they want to enter into that contract and close on that investment. In today's video, we're going to cover everything that you need to know in regard to that due diligence section that's in your real estate contract. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sammy Fryer, a licensed realtor in the state of South Carolina with ERA, and today we are looking at a crucial topic if you are diving into the real estate market in South Carolina, the due diligence period. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a first-time buyer, understanding this information is crucial for you to make an informed decision on your investment. So let's dive right in. First things first, what is a due diligence period? It's a specified period of time in your contract that gives the buyer time to analyze the property, to conduct any necessary inspections, to gather any information that would be pertinent for them to make a final decision if they want to move forward with the purchase. Why is the due diligence period so crucial? Because it gives you time to uncover any underlying issues with the property that you would not be able to evaluate in a typical walkthrough of a house. In this time, you can thoroughly have the house inspected, and this will provide you with data to make an informed decision and negotiate any repairs if needed. Now, I'm licensed in the state of South Carolina. Here, the due diligence period is negotiable. It's typically 10 to 14 days. However, it's important for you to understand the laws and customs in your area so that you can make the most out of this period of time. Okay, now let's go through the list of things that your agent is going to be working with you to get accomplished during this period of time. For one, you're going to want to order a home inspection. Now, we're going to do a whole video series on home inspections at a later time. So make sure that you click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted whenever we get to these future videos. But we're going to want to get a home inspection done. Secondly, particularly if you're getting financing through a lender, you're going to need a CL100 or a wood/termite inspection report. So we're going to order that inspection as well during this time. This is also a time where we're going to want to carefully review any HOA agreements, where we're going to look at any property surveys or any relevant documents that there may be pertaining to the property. Also, this is going to be the best time to make sure that you have an understanding of the quotes of what your insurance is going to cost and your taxes so that you can make sure that your budget is going to be sound coming on the other side of this transaction. Okay, so you've negotiated a price, you have a signed contract agreement to buy, but now we've entered into the due diligence period. And so we're going to order our inspections and have those done, but what are we looking for? Particularly structural issues that were not listed on the property disclosure. Sometimes the property owner does not know about existing issues in the house. Now, if issues do come up during this inspection process, don't panic. We're going to use this information to negotiate with the seller. We can send over a repairs list or repairs addendum for certain repairs that need to be made. They can sign off on it and have the repairs made between that time and closing. Or we can ask for a reduction in the overall price, being that you're going to have these repairs made after you get into the home. And if we can't come to terms on either one of those options, then walking away from the transaction during the due diligence period is an option without being in breach of contract. We will simply submit a letter of termination, and whatever the said termination fee was, this also negotiable that was written in the contract. And as a pro tip, in the past, I've negotiated to have the seller waive the termination fee in exchange for a copy of the home inspection report, which is usually a $300 to $400 value. Now, here's a critical thing that you need to understand about all of this. By 6 p.m., on the last day of the due diligence period that was written in the contract, we have a deadline. And by this time, all of our inspections, negotiations need to be done, because at 6 p.m. on that evening, A, the earnest money check has to be deposited by that point. B, we are essentially locked into the contract, meaning that to get out of the contract after that point, not counting certain circumstances, could result in a breach of contract. This is why I like to ask for a 10 business day due diligence period in my contract offers, because this is going to give us time to order our inspections, to get the reports back, which we're going to have to pay the invoices for typically to receive, then to go over and analyze the reports to gather all the data relevant to the house that is in there, and they're usually pretty thick documents. Then if needed, we can gather our contractors, send them over to the property so that we can get quotes and estimates for any of the work that may need to be done. Then we have to take all that information back over to the seller and negotiate any repairs that are going to be needed, get a repairs addendum signed so that everything is locked into place to be done by closing. And we have to do all of this by 6 p.m. on that deadline, or things can get sticky. And I don't like to rush and do things at the last minute, so I like us to get right on it. So typically, after we have a signed agreement to buy, as an agent, I'm immediately making calls for my client out to home inspector, wood inspection, any other inspections that may be needed, because sometimes there's other things going on with the property, like if there's a well or a swimming pool, something extra like that. And we need to get all of this done as timely as possible. And so now you're working with other people's schedules, contractors' schedules, So being very prompt and responsive is very crucial during this time period to ensure that you, the buyer, are going to have a smooth process during your transaction. And your realtor is there to help you navigate this process. And there you have it, the due diligence period in the state of South Carolina. So remember, knowledge is power in real estate, and thorough due diligence is your ticket to a successful and secure investment. So if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more future valuable content. And in the meantime, y'all take care and we'll see y'all soon.